Adoring fans, fawning handlers, lucrative endorsement deals. Life at the top of Instagram is glamorous. Many want to be there, but few get there. However, there is an elite group of users who have found fame and fortune on the social networking site, furry users. JIFF the Pom is a tiny Pomeranian. He has drawn rave reviews for his ability to walk on his hind legs and has won 7.4 million followers. Nala Cat is the most popular feline on the social media site. She has built a following of 3.5 million. Doug the Pug is a lucky dog. He recently signed a deal with an accessories and jewelry retailer, and he has 3.1 million followers. TUNA has a face that's hard to forget. This Chihuahua Dachshund mix has an overbite that has beguiled his 1.9 million followers. Well, how can you join such an exclusive club of Instapets? Every journey begins with a single step. So meet Horton McSnorton. He has 15,000 followers, maybe not in the same league as the others we've mentioned, but he's starting to make some waves. And joining us now on the challenges of turning him into a bankable star is his owner, Jennifer Louis. So now, Jennifer, why did you decide Horton should be on Instagram?
Well, when we first got him, we were really excited, and so I started flooding my own Instagram feed with pictures of dogs, and so I figured, well, I might as well start his own Instagram account to share pictures there.
And, I mean, were you thinking that it could be kind of a money-making venture?
Not really. I think it kind of started as I want to share his life, I want to share my life with him on Instagram, and then it kind of just grew organically from there.
And so what has happened? I mean, what kind of deals are you getting?
Partnerships with a lot of brands. Like, I'm even wearing a sweatshirt that's actually from a partnership that I have with a clothing brand. So there's also dog treats and kind of accessories and things like that, dog clothing, like this sweatshirt. Yeah, all sorts of accessories and stuff.
I can see he's getting quite comfy there on the desk.
Yeah,
he's
he
quite
likes it.
Photogenic, isn't he?
Thank you, yeah.
And so now you do put some effort into the type of photographs you're taking of Horton. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I don't actually have a photography background, but I've always been very creative, so I always look to like take different types of photos and kind of scenic things and things that we're doing with him on a weekly basis. So yeah, I just kind of use that as my avenue outside of my regular 9-to-5 to express my creativity.
Now, you mentioned your regular 9-to-5. What's your full-time work?
I'm actually a manager at a hedge fund administration business, so kind of far away from the whole Instagram marketing thing, but again, it helps me as an outlet.
Yeah,
I guess, yeah.
A fun thing to do.
Fun thing to do on the weekends.
But now, how cooperative is he? I mean, because I looked at your Instagram and he's like as if he's driving a car and he's wearing glasses and doing all these things that normally a dog might not be very cooperative with.
He is very food motivated.
Food motivated.
Food motivated. So anytime you have a treat or anything like that, he'll look right at you and be like, wow, I want that, and really focus. Like, he doesn't really mind being dressed up in clothes. He kind of just like that sits there and lets me take his pictures.
So I mean, if people did want to try and get their pet on Instagram, what's the first step, really?
I think you have to find some like-minded people. I mean, there's a huge audience out there. You just have to find them. And then from there, figure out what works for you, what people like, and just kind of continue that way.
But when you say find them, how do you do that?
There's a lot of big Instagram groups. You can also search with hashtags, which is a big thing now, and also kind of friends of friends. And Instagram makes it pretty easy for you to find like-minded people through hashtags and following certain people. So it's kind of, it's great.
I mean, I wonder how much of his appeal is, you know, just the face of a French bulldog. It looks as if they're smiling, right?
Yeah.
Like his facial expression is rather endearing.
It's kind of squishy and endearing, yes.
Come on, look into the camera there. Look, there he goes. Look at that face. Who could resist that? Uh-oh.
Where are you going?
He's on the move.
He's on the move.
Is this going to be a problem? No, he'll be good. He's a star. The stars know they have to be handled properly. So now what are you hoping ultimately is going to come from this?
For me right now, I just really enjoy creating content. And I think obviously, you know, if there are more sponsorships and paid promotions, that would be great. But, you know, it's not something that I'm, you know, currently really banking on or anything like that. If it does happen, that's great.
And do you have sort of a target in mind of what you would like to see in terms of his following?
I mean, I have a personal target of about 20,000 at the year end, and I'm hoping I can make it, but we'll see. I'll just continue putting out what I put out and see what happens.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much, and thank you to Horton for being so well behaved. That's Jenny Louie and Horton McSnorton.